any shape or form ang magbigay kayo ng abuloy sa patay. Hello, magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. Ang aga nito ha.
Hanggang nito na lamang nalaman ko na tuloy ang paggamit niya sa mga party, nagarapalan, naghahain ng droga. Pinagmamalaki pa ng mag-asawang kayang-kaya nila ang microdosing ng cocaine. Hati-hatiin daw para 4 na beses sa isang araw. Hindi mabibisto. Ang pampapadoktor, pinalabas nilang pag-stem cell. Naggamit na nila si Bongbong para sirain si Inday. Mula sa pagtraidor at pagpapahamak kay VP Inday, sa confidential funds na kung tutuusin ang galing naman sa opisina ng Pangulo, hanggang sa pagpadukot sa dating Pangulong Duterte para itapon na lamang sa ibang bansa. Hindi na tayo mananahimik dahil na lamang kung pati ang mga anak niya ay nagdodroga na. Kinasusuklaman ko pa ang pag-alok ng mag-inang si Sandro ng droga ang aking mga anak at iba pang mga kamag-anak. Yan ang hindi ko na mapapalampas. Alanganing gyera sa China at Estados Unidos, kawalang pananagutan sa flood control scam, garapalan, takipan, panggigipit sa hindi kaalyado, pagkakanulo sa kapwa Pilipino, pagdakip sa dating Pangulong matanda't may sakit upang ihagis lamang sa bansang dayuhan, pagsadsad ng piso, paglaganap ng gutom, paghihingalo ng ekonomiya, at pagsasawalang bahala sa taong bayan. Paggising pa lang sa umaga, kasabay ng almusal, marijuana pala. Maghapon sila, lahat sila nagiinuman at gumagamit ng cocaine. Kasama ng asawa at barkada. Ang nasirang si Bong Dasa, si Edvi Cruz, Inigo, Tony Boy, Sap Anton, alam po ninyo yan. Paano nagre-resign na sa takot ang mga pulis nila at staff dahil sa lumalalang bisyo? Hindi ba ninyo nakikita, naririnig, kakaiba na siya magsalita? Hindi na maintindihan kung ano-ano na ang sinasabi at wala na sa sarili.
The narrative.
May I just ask you why that's funny?
Where that?
Why that's funny?
Ng depdeb na ang titiyakin natin na ang depdeb.
Para bang nauulit ang bangungot ng kasaysayan dinamas namin noon. 68 years old po ang tatay ko nung pinatalsik sa pwesto. 68 years old na rin si Bongbong ngayon. November 18 po bukas ang ikatlong araw natin. 9 na taon na nakakaraan, saktong November 18 pa talaga, na pinalibing ni Pangulong Duterte ang tatay ko sa libingan ng mga bayani. Tama na, ading ko. Tayo'y umuwi na, mamahinga, alang sa iyong kalusugan.
And what we can say is, kailangan mo mag-comment. Ang bigat panoorin. To be honest, ang bigat niyang panoorin kasi I have been wanting for Amy to do that for a very, very long time. Ayoko kay Amy kasi alam ko yung mga sinasabi niya. The people around, like, meron pa akong, may kasama akong chat group with Amy, and I was like, I don't want to be here kasi nandun si Amy. And that is exactly the reason. Kasi nga na, alam mo naman pala, and sorry to name Maharlika, no? I know na meron kayong issue, pero that's, when I was talking to Maharlika, I kept telling Maharlika, alam mo, si Amy ang may kasalanan nito. Si Amy dapat magsalita. She knows what's up with her brother. Kasi, kahit magdadakdak tayo dito, kung si Amy naman mananahimik, ano yan? Tapos, kunwari kakampi tayo ni Amy, tapos, hindi siya nagsasalita about this issue. Ganyan. So, like, I've been wanting for her to say that, na lalo na nung narinig ko yung, kailan ko ba nalaman yung, she had to plead Digong? That was 2023. I was already here, actually. I was already here. And I was told, ay hindi, wala pa pala ako dito. I think it was around May 2020. Someone we all know told me that. Napaganyan talaga ako. So parang ako na parang, and ganyan, kaya galit na galit ako. Kasi all the things na ginawa ni Digong for you, kulong mo pa siya, etc. Nung napanood ko rin, bigla ako na bigatan. I expected na that would be my feeling. I watched the speech. Akala ko nga fake news eh. Kasi nakita ko lang yung call card. Yung meme ni Amy. So, totoo ba to? Tapos nung hinanap ko yung tapos nakita ko yung speech ni Amy. Pinood ko siya ng buo. Tapos alam mo, ang bigat niyang panoorin, ang part of me is saying na shit, na parang kasi this is, you know, to be frank, no, regardless of politics, this is still a family. You don't want to breaking up like this, especially on in front of everybody. Eh kasi galing ako ng broken family. So I know that feeling. So yun yung parang isang mabigat sa akin. Kasi tao lang din ako, no? I'm also a human being. May mga hugot, may mga natitrigger din tayo ng mga ganyang bagay, di ba? Na parang, oh shit, this is a broken family, and then matitrigger yung experience mo sa ganyan. So, parang mixed emotion. I felt na mahirap yung ginawa ni Amy because she's giving up a lot of things. Kaya yung mga sinasabi ng mga na ginawa niya, yung sinasabi ni Sandro, no, Sandro, I'm really sorry. But ito na naman, no, yung mga nag-a-assume na ginawa to ni Amy for political ambition. Anong political ambition? You know that Amy barely won 25 election. That's how much people don't like the Marcos name anymore. Maraming galit kay Amy. Amy now is a political orphan. No, she cannot, hindi naman siya po, alam mo yun she's politically orphaned dyan sa mga Marcos loyalists. Anything. Amy has more to lose than to gain in doing that. Kasi sa totoo lang, no, kung ang mga kakamping nga played along with BBM just to get what they want, ano pa yung kapatid? Why don't you just play along? Kapatid ka naman. Ano naman enjoy nyo naman, may enjoy mo yung kapangyarihan. Yung mga, di ba, sanay naman tayo sa politika na, kakampi mo yung mga Duterte, pwede mo namang iwanan yung mga Duterte dahil, to be frank, ano naman ang laban ng mga Duterte sa mga elite sa Manila? a lot of political analysts do not say. The Dutertes are provincianos. Have you forgotten that dynamic? Diba? Kaya nga sabi ko, these people na nagbibigay ng political analysis do not really understand the country at all. Hindi nila alam na yung mga ganyang dynamics na the Manila, the powerful Manileños, yung mga nakatira sa Forbes Park. Wala kang bahay yung mga Duterte sa Manila eh. They don't have a house. They don't own a house in Manila. Taga Davao talaga yung mga yan. And lahat ng mga probinsyano, naiintindihan yung sinasabi ko, hindi ba tama ako? Yung mga probinsyano, lalo na yung mga galing ng Mindanao. Na parang the people in Manila think, I'm from Manila, and kaya alam ko yung ugaling ganyan, na they think na they own the country. Kaya nga itong yung mga Nikagadi, bakla you're just another Manileña. You don't know what you're talking about. So ngayon, ito si Amy, she has everything to lose. She has everything to lose. Dun sa ginawa niya. She didn't need to do that actually. Kayo, yung normal lang, wag na tayo magbulahan. Kung kayo kapatid ni Bongbong, what would you do? Hindi ba mas matitempt kayo na enjoy na lang natin? Puro adik yung mga kabarkada niya. Bakit hindi tanongin yung mga sarili niyo? Bakit si Tantoco ng Rustans ay namatay na nagkukukin habang kasama sa entourage ni Lisa Marcos? Telltale sign na yan. Deadman na na-addict si Bong. Which actually, the kakampings are doing. Nagagawa nga ng kakampings what more kung kapatid? Kapatid mo naman yan. Hindi ba? Ubus-ubus biyaya. Nakalimutan na rin ng mga kakamping. Uy, mga bakla. Meron pang ill-gotten wealth. And this is the only time that they could take it. And you don't even know whether they're na nababawi na nila yung ill-gotten wealth. Sure, they could. Kasi nga, the power that you have, no? The power that you have right now. Pero dead man na rin yung mga kakampings, di ba? Sa ill-gotten wealth. Nakalimutan na rin nila. So everything actually is in favor of Amy if she doesn't speak, she doesn't fight her brother. Play along with Bongbong and then they will field another Amy. Ganyan, hindi ba? Don't you see? Or field there as the vice president of everything is in favor of Amy if she will not speak and if she will not fight her brother. And if she will drop the Dutertes. And to be honest, no, I think that speech of Amy, I would like to remind you, parang naalala ko tuloy yung, meron kasi dati kaming guest na Palestinian playwright sa school ko, sa Netherlands, sa Leiden. And then the Palestinian playwright, I never forgot what he said. He said that your turning point is the time that you become human. And itong speech ni Amy na to last night is her greatest turning point in her life. And that's she became fully human. Walang mapapala si Amy kung aawayin niya yung kapatid niya. Kung ilalabas niya yung totoo. There's really nothing to be gained. Bakit niya ginawa yan? I think it's just really Amy being a sister, being a human being, not even politician. Na actually it's a very very emotional. Kita mo yung mga nagtatanggol kay Bongbong, hindi nila, walang sincerity, but don't adjust. Kasi if they start speaking in front of a camera, you would see na they're lying. Diba? Hindi nila kinaya si Amy. Pretty sure may gagawin sila kay Amy, gagawin nila, pakukulong nila, whatever. Pero, I think, ito yung the karma of, I think ito na yung karma ni, karma dinala ni BBM after what he did to the Dutertes. What the Dutertes? They're still together. Their family is still solid. Hindi ba? May mga hiccups, pero buo pa rin sila. Nangyayari ngayon sa mga Marcos is the opposite. They are now being torn apart by their own doing, to be honest. By BBM, and in some way, because you let your brother run. Diba? We would have not been in this kind of situation. If you, diba yun yung concern? Actually, yun yung concern ko, bakit mo pinatakbo? Intindihan ko yung feeling, yung posisyon ni Amy eh. Yung sasabihan siya na, oo, magpaparehab na ako, magbabago na ako. Dahil may kapamilya akong ganun. Girl, hanggang 30 years na, 40 years na magbabago, 40 years, 50 years. Tapos yung sinasabihan naman, paniwalang-paniwala pa rin. Alam mo yon, 50 years na. Syempre, ako yung ako naman yung walang connection. So, ako yung walang connection. That's why I can say na, tigilan mo na yan, ganyan. Pero the person involved in that person's life, they are, it's an unimaginable situation. Yun na lang sabihin natin, unimaginable situation. Kasi what are you gonna do? Diba? What are you going to do? Saka kapatid niya, saka alam mo yun na kaya yung pagkasabi ni Amy, basta ang bigat, parang ang bigat nung I think we will with that speech, actually, Amy earned, I'm pretty sure Amy earned a lot of people's respect, but also imperiled her political career. It got the respect of a lot of people, but it imperiled her political career. So expect that Amy would be destroyed. Dahil mahirap pa pagtripan ng adik. Adik na. And nung sinabi na rito ni Amy, sabi ko, if the country will not do anything, alam mo, magdo-double down yun sa addiction. Ganun ang adik eh. Nahuli na, nasabi na sa publiko, tapos walang nangyari. Ay, boklo! Ang tindi ng high niyan. Magdo-double down yan.
The lady that you see talking on TV is not my sister.
So, well, I think it's because money talks. No, binusog ng pera yung mga tao. And I'm pretty sure, no, a lot of people are talking about this. I'm pretty sure pinag-uusapan din doon ng mga kayumangging kaligatan. Ayun na nga na Amy is a human being. Katulad ni Saldico is also a human being. Kita naman natin, ano ba yung nag-trigger sa kanya magganyan? Di ba, tinakuya siya ng anak niya in public. Masakit yun, no? Even for a father, you lost it's better to lose your political career than to lose your family. Pero, ayun na nga, ang mga kakamping, they are now politically irrelevant. To be honest, sila, alam mo yon, hindi na nila mahihikayat ang iba na lumipat sa kanila. I'm pretty sure magre-repackage naman yan, baka maging ka-violet din. Actually, having a president addicted to cocaine is surreal. The tourism industry of the Philippines collapsing in 2024. My take is not surreal, it's human. Ask any real human being if they could na merong adik sa pamilya, if they could relate to Amy. If they can, that's not surreal. You cannot just accept that your president is a cocaine. Ano ba gusto mong gawin? Kailangan makita mo si Bongbong na nagko-cocaine sa harapan mo. Ang dami nang nagsabing nakita nila. Yung kapatid na mismo. Hindi ka kapamilya You don't know anything about their family at all. So, if a family member speaks up about their family, you better listen to them because sila yung nakasama nila ng habang buhay. Unless na ikaw ang nakasama ni Bongbong Marcos. Kasi there are situations wherein wala talaga, hindi ka talaga close sa pamilya mo at mas close ka sa mga kaibigan mo. Ikaw ba yung ganong kaibigan? No! Don't take me as surreal. You're surreal because you don't know anything about their life. So, between you and Amy Marcos, I will believe Amy. Anak man siya sa labas or hindi siya anak sa labas, that's not a problem. So, the people who misrepresented BBM, so ito mga tumanggap, is he going to jail them? Sasalita rin yan, yung si Saldico, di ba? Dadating din tayo dyan. Actually, itong sinabi ni Amy, sabi, what's next? We don't know what's next. Pero, pumunta na tayo sa exciting part. Point of no return. The world will never be the same. The Philippines will never be the same. So sit back and relax and take care of yourself because I don't think the addict will give up the fight that easily.